This weekend marks the 4th anniversary of the dam failures that caused catastrophic flooding in Midland and Gladwin counties. Nearly 4 years after, some flood victims are getting closer to finally having their day in court.
Attorney Ben Johnson represents more than 300 plaintiffs in a mass tort lawsuit against the state. He says a court of claims judge told him this week that case will go to trial next summer. And flood victims tell TV5's James Felton the years-long wait is exasperating. He joins us in the studio with more. James?
It's been almost 4 years since the flood, and the flood victims I talked to say they're still hurting. What have the last 4 years been like for you?
Hell.
Sanford resident Carl Hammond joined other flood victims along with attorney Ben Johnson in Edenville Township just days ahead of the 4-year anniversary of flooding that affected so many in Gladwin, Midland, and Saginaw counties. Hammond, who also sits on the Village of Sanford Council, says scenes like this are commonplace.
This devastated these people. We lost 15% of our residency, and when I say lost, it's just like Mike's place, like you're looking here. You come back to it and there's nothing, no house, concrete, that's it.
The Mike Hammond is referring to is Michael Callan. This is what's left of the Edenville Township resident's home after the flood. There's even pieces of what used to be a road on his property. Michael and his wife Lisa say it hurts to see this and know there are personal items that they'll never recover.
My daughter's going through stuff, I'm going through stuff, it's just not easy.
4 years after the flood, they're like a lot of flood victims still trying to pick up the pieces.
It's going to bother her for the rest of her life, you know, so, but, you know, we're moving on, we're moving forward, but we just hope that, you know, something becomes of this. The state of Michigan steps up and does something about this.
Attorney Ben Johnson is representing more than 300 flood victims in a mass tort lawsuit against the state of Michigan. He says the case will go to trial during the summer of 2025, and he's optimistic that he can secure a legal victory for his clients.
Having someone finally step up after all these years, much like the Flint water tragedy, and that took 8.5 years to get a settlement. They're still fighting about money now. That's what the kind of model is, and it's really sad that, again, here in Michigan, that our state government just walks away and pretends like it's not their issue when of course it is. This is infrastructure failure in Flint, now in mid-Michigan and up, Midland, Gladwin, Midland and Saginaw counties, and it's just another example of to me, government running out on its responsibilities of what it needs to do for our people.
As for Hammond, he's glad Johnson is on their side.
I don't know where we'd be without him right now.
Johnson did not put a dollar amount on the lawsuit, saying the math on that figure continues to change, but he says he thinks it will be in the billions of dollars. Reporting in the studio, James Felton, WNEM TV5.